Hi, I'm Violet.
I'm her dad.
And today we're going to be making potato soup. Hi, today we're in Ventura, California, and today we're going to teach you about the Channel Islands. Channel Islands National Park is a national park located off the Pacific coast of California. It consists of 5 of the 8 Channel Islands. It is surrounded by 1 mile of ocean and consists of 249,354 acres, half of which are underwater. It is often referred to as the Galapagos of the North. The history of the islands is interesting and diverse. Radiocarbon dating shows proof of a dwarf mammoth dating back to 37,000 years BC. Can you imagine a dwarf mammoth? A native people called the Chumash lived on the Channel Islands for thousands of years, sailed back and forth from present-day LA in redwood canoes while hunting for seals. In the 16th century, the Chumash way of life was altered by Spanish explorers who soon overhunted and exploited the island's natural resources and exposed the Chumash to foreign diseases. Mexico later claimed the islands as a prison and sheep ranch, but the U.S. took possession in the early 1900s. Now as a national park and marine sanctuary, the original wildlife are protected, such animals including an island fox. Getting there is quite an adventure. First you pick which island you'd like to see. We decided on the Santa Cruz Island. You can only get to the islands by ferry or boat. Island Packers sources all of the ferry rides and are fantastic. There are no resources on the island, so you must pack your water and food and any clothing with you. We booked a sea kayak tour and snorkeled through the Santa Barbara Adventure Company and are so glad we did. Kayaking on the ocean is an adventure you don't want to miss. We learned about the value of sea kelp. It provides 70% of the oxygen for the area. We snorkeled off Scorpion Beach and enjoyed the beautiful surrounding for a day. Some people camped there, but we did not. We saw a pod of dolphins, spotted a native island fox, island deer mice, beautiful island scrub jays, and many pelicans. It was a beautiful day. We hope you get to go someday. Explore the world, love nature, enjoy your life, and let me and my dad teach you how to cook. So the ingredients are potatoes, garlic, onions, green onions, milk, chicken broth, and sour cream, bacon, and cheese. So
we're going to start by making small cuts of bacon.
Like bite-sized pieces?
A little smaller.
Okay.
There. You finish it up. There you go.
Like that?
Good enough. We should have something underneath your cutting board to keep it from moving. Yeah, we're going to put a...
Cool, so if your cutting boards have those like little circular grippy things,
Put a wet towel underneath your cutting board to keep it from moving.
Yeah, those are good, but
Here.
if you don't have any of those like little
There you go.
stilts, this is another alternative solution.
Okay.
Is that good?
Let's clean this up so that we're not cutting into ourselves. Correct your grip. Make your fingertips behind your knuckles. Yeah, like a claw. I think that's close enough. We can stop there. Okay.
And just keep this part out.
No, it's all bacon. Alright, throw that on the stove.
Do I set it to?
Medium, middle. Push it into. There you go. This is an electric stove, so it's different than what we're used to.
It's different from a gas stove.
While that's cooking, let's peel our garlic and cut our onion.
So he smashes it pretty much. Like, get your arm and you put like the hard part, like right here, and you smash it. And like put a lot of weight on it, so for children like me, I go jump!
Okay, that's probably more than enough.
So when you usually get like a full garlic, it's gonna have this outer shell, and then you're gonna have your piece of garlic in your, and then there's another harder surface, and then you actually get to the garlic that you can find in like an already peeled pack.
This stuff is starting to grow.
What does that mean?
It's growing.
Oh, wow. What happens if you have that? You just kind of cut it?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll smash them flat of our knife, make it easier to peel.
Oh, I already peeled.
You did. Keep peeling.
Okay, so that's one.
Just gonna chop off the stem part, 'cause no one really wants that.
Why not? Because it's like hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Here's another stem.
Alright, I'll get it.
But once he's done cutting these off, I'm gonna go inside. Either that or you can wear goggles. I've actually done that before and it works. What's the difference between electric stoves and gas stoves?
One is powered by electricity, one's powered by gas.
Does it take longer for stuff to cook in an electric stove?
It just cooks differently because it's using a heating coil. You can see where it's turning red underneath. So it doesn't cook as evenly as a gas stove. You just have to get used to it.
Have you used these before?
Yeah, but it's been a long time. I'm not really familiar with them. Let's get that onion.
Go. I'm gonna go outside now. Bye.
Alright. Cut the root off. Cut the stem off. I cut it in half and peel it. I don't think we need a whole onion for this. We're not making a lot of soup. So I'm just going to use half. Cut it to whatever size you want to. It's soup. I'm going to blend it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, done.
Yeah, so this is how you make potato soup, which I'm not very familiar with, because I would think, you know, you get the potatoes, then you boil them, and then you like mash them, and then you add everything else in. But I guess we do something different.
While this is still cooking, why don't we peel potatoes?
I can't touch. Okay. I like to
You want
peel.
to use the peeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use a knife.
Should I just? Oh, this is actually really nice to do.
Yeah. Both of these work. You should probably learn how to use both of these. A knife and a peeler.
I just think these are safer.
It could be a little safer. We're using russet potatoes. This recipe works with any potato.
Where do russet potatoes grow?
Well, Idaho's renowned for growing potatoes.
Oh, probably Idaho.
Probably Idaho, maybe the Northwest.
So I found a green French fry once, and that's a sign of like an unripe potato, probably.
Probably. Shouldn't eat that.
Okay. Good to know. If you find anything that's made with a potato and green, don't eat it.
Okay, you're mixing our skins into the rest of our meats. You don't want that. So keep your potato skins away from everything we're going to use. Yeah, you can scooch over. It doesn't have to be right on the cutting board. It's just potato peels. There you go.
I'm getting a grade cheese.
Grate it in a bowl.
Where are we gonna use cheese?
Add cheese to stuff. Here. Put that down. Like that, like that. There you go.
I'm gonna grate cheese while the bacon cuts. Cheese. Do you ever notice that cheese kind of looks like hair? Especially when it's on the grater. Ooh, I love watching bacon. It has bubbles in it.
How done do you like your bacon?
Crispy.
Alright, we got some more time.
Not like burnt, but like crispy.
Okay, then we're gonna wait for it to foam up. Okay, that's probably done. We'll turn it off, and then you scoop out just the bacon, not the grease.
Like that?
Like that. You should turn the oven off, the stove off, and then get it out like this at your own speed where it's safe.
It's like there. That's neat.
Alright, that looks pretty good. Why don't you step back and I'll drain off some of this grease. We're only going to try and leave a couple tablespoons in. There you go. Oven back on, stove back on. Grab the onion and the garlic and throw it on in there. Do it all in one shot so it's fast. Sure. Now the garlic. Right on top of it, don't splatter. Remember, fingertips behind your knuckles. Here on this plate, and we'll keep cutting potatoes. We're going to bring this plate of potatoes, that's fine, over here, add our potatoes in. Now we add our chicken stock. It doesn't have to be chicken stock, it can be water if you'd like, or vegetable broth if you want to keep it vegetarian. Add milk. We need to cover our potatoes, so good job. Okay, they are covered, so that's good. Let's stop there. Bring it up to a boil. We're going to bring it up to a boil, then cut it down to a simmer and let it cook until the potatoes are super soft. Okay, we took it down to a simmer. All this brown stuff on top is bacon grease and fond. It'll blend into the potatoes once they're cooked and we blend it. Right now we just let it sit. Okay, it looks like our potatoes have cooked long enough. They're super soft. You want to overcook them more than you would like a mashed potato. Now we're going to take them to the sink and blend it up. You don't actually have to blend this up. It depends on how chunky you want your soup. So let's start blending. Okay, we're going to move our hot soup over to our blender, and then we're going to transfer the soup into the blender. I'm doing it in a sink so it's easy to clean up a mess.
So you ladle it.
Yes. You can see our potatoes are falling apart. They're super duper soft.
Why do you want to ladle it instead of just pouring it in?
Makes less of a mess this way.
And you lose less of your progress.
Yeah.
So we could just leave it like that, and that would be, potato soup, right?
You could mash it up with a whisk, and it would be potato soup. You don't want to fill your blender all the way. And when you're using anything hot in a blender, you start off at the lowest speed and work your way up.
Why?
Because if it's hot, it tends to explode back at you like a geyser.
Kind of like if you put a soda can in a fridge?
No.
Freezer?
Nope, not like that at all. So if something is hot, it'll shoot back up real rapidly, and then you have to clean your ceiling. Make sure not to overblend this, and then it turns into starch soup. Alright, that's going to be slightly chunky. Are you okay with that?
I don't really like chunky.
Okay, then we blend it some more. See, it's already pretty thin. It's almost like gravy. Do you want it thinner? Okay. Okay, good. I'm going to transfer it into something to hold it. Here, you can pour it into here. Do it all at once. Quick. There you go. Good. All right. Now we're down to the seasoning part. We haven't added any salt to this at all. And russet potatoes can take a lot of salt.
So, you do it big time.
Once you add salt, that's good. Stir it and taste it. Okay, use a spoon.
Yes, use a spoon. Okay,
There you go, use a spoon.
a spoon.
Yeah, use a spoon. Use a spoon you can taste with. Does it need more salt? Do you want to add pepper too? Remember, you add your salt and pepper in batches.
You try it.
Okay. Tastes like potato soup. Do you like it? Okay. And the last thing we do, pour a bowl of it. All right. Now what goes good in potato soup? All the same things that go in,
Sour cream.
they go in a baked potato. Hey, why don't you mix a spoonful of sour cream into your potato soup, and I'll cut some onions. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here so you can mix it in, and I'll cut some onions next to you. Yeah, just stir it in. Here, let me help. Okay, what else does this need? You want to throw some green onions in there?
Ooh,
Want to throw a big handful of cheese in there? Sure, throw that in there. There's some bacon, you can throw that in too. Color. That's it? That's all the bacon you want? Or you want some bacon in there? Now you can stir that cheese around until it melts, or you can leave it so that it's streaky, or you can keep adding cheese. Okay, cheese. Okay, you want to taste it? Why don't you give it a taste? And there you go. Spaghetti! Good job.
This isn't spaghetti, and that's how you make potato soup.
Great job.